biscuit, right? And I don't think it was because my acting or the fact that I can do an American accent, because that's what they were asking for. English actors that could do American accents. So I had to kind of, speak like this and,
Yeah.
make sure that I was constantly, speaking in this sort of tone, not like this, British man. But anyway, I go to the auditions at Spotlight Studios, Leicester Square, and I'm in there, did the first audition. Good. You're on the pencil. Now you're on a pen. I'm like, all right, cool. Next week, they get me to meet Tim Miller, who was the director. He's done a great show on Netflix called Love, Death, and Robots. It's all this animation series. He also directed Deadpool and brought that
Okay.
to the map. So he has a crazy record of directing action, basically. So he's got signed as the new director for the Terminator movie. He's a very big, muscular guy with tattoos, very tall, intimidating, but very friendly as well, but very intimidating by his size and stature and obviously his resume. So I'm intimidated already. I'm like, but in my head, I'm like, nah, I've been rehearsing this for quite some time. I'm like, I'm just going to go there and do my thing. If I get it, I get it. I don't. So I already had that sort of, how do I say it? Just accepted it. I was like, I don't care if I don't get it or not. I'm going to go in there and I'm going to do my thing anyway. That's kind of a good position you want to be in. You don't want to come across desperate. You don't want to think about like, oh, this is going to change my life, or oh, this is going to be a lot of money, or I'm going to get to meet so and so. You got to think, hold on, just read the lines, and if it's good, it's good. So did the lines in front of him. He asked me, do you want to sit down? Do you want to stand up when you do your lines? I said, I want to stand up. So I'm already kind of just in my zone, right? Push the chair away. I'm like, I'm standing up. Let's do it. Did the lines. Great. One more time again, do it again. Third time, do it one more time. They're just testing you. They do these little games to just to see how you deal with pressure. They like to change things. So as I'm leaving now, no, this is before I do the scene. He's very calm. He's like eating British biscuits and stuff like, oh, you got some nice biscuits here. And I'm like, yeah, yeah, yeah. Wait till you get to the Jammy Dodger, just having jokes. And then he's like, you want a biscuit? And I'm like, nah, it's gonna make my mouth all like dry mouth. So he was kind of like a little bit amused by that. I do the scene, everything's cool, like I said. Now when I leave, and I mean the room was it was a good 20 feet from us, because these are quite big rooms, right?
Okay.
It was a good 20 feet. He goes, oh, Mikey, you forgot your biscuit. Picks up the biscuit, throws it across the room.
You like, mate?
Throws it across the room, and I literally just like catch it like that, because I've always played these games when I was a kid, like throwing up, like doing stuff like this. I'm constantly like throwing things in the air, throwing my phone in there. I've always done this. I knew it wasn't a wasted skill. So anyway, but I caught the biscuit like that, and I swear to God, he was quite chill all day, but his eyes lit up like that, like bright, like deer in the headlights. I think he was quite impressed by that. I think subconsciously he was like, okay, we can bring this guy on the team. He must have been just impressed by the fact, just the hand-eye coordination. I don't know what it was. I don't think he was impressed by my reading skills. It was the biscuit. And I kept that biscuit I kept it when I took it home. I didn't open it. I thought it was somehow cursed. If I opened the biscuit, it would somehow, the project would die. So I left the biscuit until I was on the plane on set. True story.
And yes, I don't know what he did to the biscuit.
I don't know where it is now, but I was really convinced that if I opened that biscuit, the opportunity would somehow end. I got pretty superstitious.
Yeah. So you're basically turning this into, you're saying that the whole of acting is a bit like Game of Thrones. You have to play chess.
Yeah, it's 100% Game of Thrones. I mean, look, you can only do what you can. What do they say in Tarantino film? That the object of the objective of the actor is to minimize all the chances of failure, and just increase your likelihood of succeeding. So if that means drinking loads of water, not getting mashed up the night before, reading your script every 20 minutes so you can memorize it, going for jogs so it can increase the sort of the endorphins in your brain, everything you can do to maximize your efficiency, you should do it. You're never going to actually achieve it, but if you can make yourself 5% better, why wouldn't you do that?
Yeah. Well, one of the things that I found with like comedians that are quite high up, and even actors as well, like they're very charismatic and confident and friendly with people, and they're very good at getting on with people,
Mm.
and that's something I don't think that gets spoken of enough.
Yeah, a lot of them. Look, I mean, look, I've met some comedians that aren't like that at all, but maybe because they're at that position where they're just, it's just they've probably been on 7 shows that week, whereas I might have been on 2 that week or
Yeah,
1. So I'm like, hey, let's make the most of it. They're like, look, let me just do the show. I've got somewhere to be tomorrow. I've got to be in Spain tomorrow. So
yeah.
I could have misconstrued that. But I think a lot of comedians, yeah, you're right. They're charismatic, they're social. Maybe some of them are sociopaths, actually, but that's another story.
In acting as well, though, definitely in both. There's a
So,
there's a lot of that.